glided over New York City, where he did a triple loop above the Empire State Building and headed north across the Hudson to his rendezvous with destiny.
Yes, you've got egg on your face, Herbert.
Smurch hasn't landed yet.
You really hate his guts, don't you?
Oh, his personal grooming's not all it might be, but I have nothing against him, no. It's just that when you've been in the business as long as I have, Mr. Smidgen, you learn to recognize a born loser.
Well, how about it, Mr. Conklin? What your ace reporter called a flying junk heap is doing rather well up to now, don't you think?
He's a great American.
It's him! He's coming in! Hey! He made it! He made it! That's my man! I'm his sweet patootie!
Well, he's everybody's man. From now on, everybody's gonna be his sweet patootie.
Look! Hey! Hey, Jack!
Stay away. Stay away. Everything will be okay. That's him all right, isn't it? That's him, isn't it, Doc? Yeah? Give me your binoculars, will you, Mr. Conklin?
Hey! The fool! The idiot! He's still got the tanks! He's gonna kill himself and ruin everything!
I see your binoculars. What are you talking about?
To drop the unused fuel tanks when he lands, they'll explode. The whole thing will blow sky high.
He's still got those gasoline tanks where it's saved. It's a last-minute reprieve.
Go back. No, go back.
What's he doing?
Back. Drop the tank. Drop the tank, Jack. Drop the
Can somebody
tank.
stop him?
Drop the tank. You'll explode. Go back. Jack. Drop the tank,
Medford.
Jack. God, stop it. No. Get out of my way, you mug. Get out of the way. I'll kill you. Drop the tank. Jack.
Drop the tank. Come on, boy. Get that damn ball right in that sock. In that corner pocket. Right there. Now that we've seen the manner of his arrival, I wonder what Mr. Smurch will have to say to us.
Jack Smurch has just signed his name to a new chapter in the annals of aviation history as his tiny Dragonfly 2 monoplane touched down safely after an historic round-the-world nonstop flight. Jackie's first words on arrival were, "It's great to be home." But a proud America will have to wait a day or two before clutching the lone aviator to her bosom. Smurch collapsed after leaving his plane and was rushed to a private hospital where he is recovering slowly.
Secretary.
Jackie Smurch is still suffering from exposure, but the brave lad's making the best of it. I'm afraid for the time being, a press conference is out of the question. Excuse me.
Hello. I'm April Duffy. I understand you have Jack Smurch staying here?
No, ma'am, that's just a rumor.
Well, I suppose I should explain to you that I am Jack's fiancée.
You and about 100 others.
You know, it's really quite a shame that he can't know I'm here, as I'm sure he would recover a lot more rapidly if he knew that I was on the premises.
Look, lady, there's nobody named Smurch at this hospital.
Thank you so much. You're a wonderful person.
Exposure, exhaustion, convalescing for a whole week? Where is he? Why won't they let anybody see Smurch?
Perhaps he doesn't respond well to suggestions concerning his personal grooming.
Gentlemen, I don't believe that you appreciate the gravity of the situation. Just now, Smurch is resting quietly. But when the world, clamorous to lionize him, breaks down that sick room door to haul him into the limelight, will that pitiless glare reveal a man mentally and morally equipped to cope with his own prodigious fame?
Mr. Smurch, these distinguished representatives of the nation's press have been selected to interview you.
Glad to see you. You guys could tell the whole cockeyed world that Jack Smurch put one over on that cream puff Lindbergh and made an ass out of them two frogs.
Mr. Smurch, in his lighthearted way, refers to the gallant French aviators who just last month were tragically lost at sea.
Two less frogs, that's bad. Anyway, it's just like them frogs to go up there and get lost. Hey, maybe they had a date with Amelia Earhart.
Mr. Smurch, there are accepted formulas for referring to distinguished persons as those of foreign nationality.
To hell with that, Mac. I flew that plane, not you. Ain't nobody done what I did. I got what it takes, and I'm talking about it.
Mr. Smurch, what did you take along in the way of provisions?
Mr. Smurch took ham sandwiches on nutrient bread with several quarts of milk.
Milk? I ain't interested in nothing brewed in no cow's belly. I took along a gallon of gin. Never would have made it without it. Also, salami and 10 plugs of Slug brand tobacco. S-L-U-G.
What was it like, spanning the continents without once setting down?
Dull. Damn dull. I mean, what do you see? A field, a few waves, a few cities. Now, me, I like to look at a dame with big, healthy...
Mr. Smurch.
And a nice right...
Mr. Smurch!
Which brings me... Listen, Mac, I'm supposed to be your guest, right? So how come I don't get to go outside? And how come no visitors, huh? I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with me that fresh air and female company won't cure. You write that down. Hands off, Paul Blue Cup.
In view of Jackie's condition, we have prepared for each of you a press kit containing photographs, a biographical fact sheet, and statements we may reasonably assume Smurch would have made had he not been suffering from stress and nervous exhaustion. Thank you for your cooperative patriotism.
Modest hero shrugs off bold exploit. I fear my achievement has been somewhat exaggerated, Jackie Smurch said today from his hospital sickbed. The conditions I endured were as nothing compared to the gallant French aviators who tragically lost their lives last month.
Smidgen, think of the press as an old mother. Think of America as the news-hungry infant she bottle feeds. She knows the formula works. Why vary it and give the child indigestion? Perhaps we have retouched the facts a trifle, but given Jack Smurch, is that so bad?
Retouched is the right word for this photograph. You can't even recognize him.
Charity, Mr. Smidgen, charity. We're giving him better than he deserves.
Herbert! I've had it up to here with this guff. I don't know how. But I'm going to tell the world the real Jack Smurch story.
If you want to get out of here, I'll be outside the back entrance tomorrow from 7 to midnight. How you get there is up to you, and leave the rest to me. A friend. A friend.
Yes, Mr. Smurch.
Oh, nurse, I ain't been sleeping so good lately. I think I'd like to see a priest, you know, get something off my chest.
I'm sure that could be arranged, Mr. Smurch.
Oh, nurse, make it a short priest.
A short one, is it?
Yeah, a tall priest. They don't know nothing. They got no relationship with God.
That way, Father O'Biscuit.
Bless you, my child.
Since the godsend. 3 nights he paces up and down, miserable with insomnia. But after 3 minutes with Father O'Biscuit, he's sleeping like a baby.
Not a copper in sight. I'm sprung. So long, flatfoots. Hey, mister, I've seen you somewhere before.
I'm a reporter. I was there when you took off. That was me waving when you landed.
Wait a minute, Mac. I don't get it. What's in this for you?
I want to tell your story.
I don't need no help. I tell everybody myself. Hey, good looking. Oh, it's me, Jack Smurch. You want to go for a little stroll, hear my story?
Go home, Father. Try to get some rest.
Pal, that's not the way to tell your story. We'll hide out for a few days till I get it all down. It'll be the biggest scoop of all time.
Hey, Mac. You looking at Jack Smurch?
You're Jack Smurch?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Woodrow Wilson. Pleased to meet you.
Get out of here. What am I wasting my time for?
Now you're talking. I thought you'd never come around.
From here on out, straight to Sweet Patootie.
I got a car, pal. I'll take you anywhere. But not now. They'll catch you again. Don't you always get caught? If you get caught this time, the truth may never come out.
You got a car? All right, I'll tell you the scoop, but just you, nobody else, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
I had visions. You see, I got so hungry after I dropped my salami. You know what I saw?
What?
Stars.
Yeah? It's Smidgen. You met Smurch at the service entrance? He punched you. He took the car, and now you don't know where he is anymore. Hold on. Compton wants to talk to you.
You're fired.
Herbert, he was on his way to April Duffy.
You think he's on his way to Canada, do you? Well, that remains to be seen.
If Smurch is seen riding that car, our goose is cooked.
You know, I've got a crazy notion that... Yeah, well, I stick my neck out. There are reporters getting fired around here for lending a helping hand.
Come on, what is it?
Oh, I've been around here all day. Anyone else would have asked for a bonus. It's time for this old, underpaid reporter to drag home his weary friend.
Come on, out with it. If it's any good, it's worth a promotion.
Sweet patootie.
Todd? Conklin here. Still wondering where Smurch is? He's driving a Journal Herald car, license number...
Patootie! 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 Ah! Patootie! You! Tell him! Tell him! Jack Smurch was here!
And that is why, gentlemen of the Cabinet, in my opinion, Jack Smurch represents the most desperate crisis the United States of America has faced since the sinking of the Lusitania.
Herbert, listen. Can you help me get my job back? I'm broke, and
Mr. Smidgen, you're no reporter. Why don't you try some other line of work?
Hey, who's the big deadhead?
That's Mr. Charles K.L. Brand, aide to Secretary Codd. Mr. Brand was an all-American tackle at Rutgers.
Should have stayed like you were, Brand. You got flabby. He must have stuffed you in that suit. Hey, you ought to go get his old helmet. Keep your face hid.
Mr. Smurch, although we are aware that you are still suffering after effects from your flight, we put together a schedule of appearances for you with the cooperation of, among others, Governor Bannerman of New York.
How are you?
Lord Snowcourt, British Ambassador.
To begin with, next Sunday in Arlington Cemetery, you will place a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. On that solemn occasion, wearing a custom-tailored suit, you will deliver an address written for you by Mr. Cameron Spotswood of the American Embassy of Paris, who has generously offered to assist as vocal coach. Then on Tuesday, you will address the Veterans Association.
I get you. You want me to act like that babyface Lindbergh? Well, nuts to that, see? I ain't putting no pansies on nobody's grave. I ain't slobbering over no veterans, and I sure as hell am not gonna kiss nobody on the cheeks. Yeah, I want to get out of here to get what's coming to me. Now, when did the party start, huh? Where are the broads? Where's the dough? You tell me that. Now, we got something to talk about. Jeez, it's hot in here.
Gentlemen, the President of the United States. Mr. Smurch, the President of the United States.
How you coming, champ? Come on, let's get the hell out of here. It's stifling. Out of my way. I want some fresh air, Palooka.
Smirch Parade on Fifth Avenue!
Ha ha! You hear that? Smirch! Listen, you think I'm gonna stick around here and learn my P's and Q's on how to hold a fork in a pig's eye? To hell with that, to hell with you! I'm gonna shove off and clear out of here. I busted out before and I can do it again.
You may have a point, you know. We escaped from reform school 6 times.
And Russia invites Smirch to visit. Read up hot dog. I'm on my way, babies. Smirch Parade expected to draw a huge crowd.
Hot diggity dog.
Hey! Hey, here I am up here. Hey, I'm up here. Here I am up here, raring to go. Read all about it. Smirch Parade expected to draw a huge crowd. Japan and Russia invite Smirch to visit.
Accident has occurred. Jack Smurch is dead. The life of the heroic young aviator came to an abrupt end this afternoon. As he leaned out of the 12th-story window, Smurch was overcome by vertigo and before the horrified gaze of attendants, fell to his death. Tune into this station Monday at 11 a.m. for the funeral remarks of Secretary of State Irwin Kahn, broadcast from Arlington Cemetery.
We are gathered here today in solemn commemoration of the great and lasting achievement of Jack Smurch, for whose brief presence among us we are profoundly grateful. This worthy representative of a generation determined to subdue the brute forces of nature incarnated anew the pioneer spirit which shines through every page of American history. Like Abraham Lincoln, Jack Smurch was a messenger of peace and goodwill, who, through deeds arising from sincere affection for all humanity, brought the great peoples of the world in closer communication. And so it is that in the great memorial amphitheater of Arlington Cemetery, his onrushing chariot of dauntless youth which flashed across uncharted heavens is commemorated for all succeeding generations by this simple, unadorned monument, with the device of a tiny plane engraved upon the base, a token of the affection and esteem cherished in the hearts of his countrymen for Jack Smurch. At this time, we ask all Americans
Do me a favor,
all
will you?
the world, which he has
Turn that off.
indissolubly joined together to join us for 2 minutes of silent prayer in memory of Jack Smurch.